Es Rocio Rojas que le habla. Estamos aquí con otro segmento de bienes raíces. Estoy aquí con mi amigo Adam. Él es un loan officer y vamos a hablarle un poco del programa que se llama ITIN. Y el programa de ITIN es para personas que no tienen social en los Estados Unidos, sino que simplemente si pagan sus impuestos y llenan sus income tax, pero no tienen social. El gobierno le da un número de documentación de identidad para que puedan llenar sus taxes todos los años. Entonces, yo tengo aquí a Aaron. Él tiene mucho conocimiento con eso y él les va a explicar cómo es ese programa y cómo pueden calificar para el programa. Adam habla español, pero un poquito, ¿verdad, Adam? No
Sí, yo
muy
hablo, gracias.
fluente, pero él se defiende, pero él lo va a explicar en inglés. Entonces, cualquier pregunta que ustedes tengan, se pueden comunicar con nosotros y con mucho gusto yo se lo traduzco, lo que él ha dicho, y podemos hablar a ver si eso le conviene. Entonces, ahora Adam se va a presentar y les va a dar más información.
Gracias, Rocio. Así yo hablo español. Siempre quiero practicar y mejorar mi vocabulario. Hoy día voy a hablar sobre ITIN y préstamos hipotecarios en inglés porque es más sencillo, más simple para mí. Ah, Muchas gracias a Rocio para ah, dar esta oportunidad a todos. Bueno, ITIN.
Bien.
Voy a mostrar. Here we have a document that shows some of the basics that pull up. The ITIN program allows you to get a mortgage for home ownership without having a social security number, as Rocio mentioned. You have loan to values up to 80%, so that requires 20% down payment. You can have your debt to income, or DTI as we call it in the mortgage business, up to 55% of your gross earnings. You just need to prove a year of income documentation, and that can be from self-employment. If you're self-employed and you have 12 months of bank statements to show your receipts, your revenue, ingresos, that's great. We'll accept most property types, condos, single-family homes, townhomes. Gift funds are allowed. If you have a parent or a brother or sister who wants to give you the gift for down payment funds, that's great. That can happen. No visa required, meaning we don't care about your visa status. That's not something that's pulled up. We do require a valid ID, preferably a driver's license. You can also do a refi under this program. If you happen to already own a home and want to tap some of the equity in the home, you can refi up to 75% of the appraised value of the house. And there's some other program requirements. Some of those are around credit, for example. It's important to manage your credit diligently, always. And credit scores in the US are called a FICO score. And we can go into a great detail about how to improve your credit. The most important thing is to be on time every time, to not use your whole credit limit. Use a little bit. If you have a credit card, don't use all of it. And to have a mix of credit lines that are out there for a long time period. So you want to make sure you have 2 or 3 different types of loans out there, 1 or 2 credit cards and a car loan perhaps, and that they've been in good standing for at least a year. I would say
So, Adam,
other
would you
things.
say that the credit score, they need the same credit score for traditional loan programs? Like a
There are
620 and up, basically?
620 and up is typically how it works, yes.
Yeah.
And the higher the score, the better for getting the best loan terms, getting the best interest rates, and the rest. And it's just important to have good credit to go borrow. All lenders in
Yeah.
everywhere around the world want to make sure that you have a good reputation and a good history of paying your loans back on time. Otherwise, these loans are pretty straightforward. They do fall into a bucket called non-QM. That is a buzzword in the mortgage business. Non-qualified mortgage, meaning these aren't sold, these loans aren't packaged and sold to Fannie, Freddie, Ginnie. I know that sounds kind of technical, but these are loans made by smaller institutions, smaller banks and lenders that loan directly their money to people who are good, hardworking people with good credit who want to buy homes. These lenders believe in the American dream, believe in these hard workers. They don't care about your social security number, ITIN. They're willing to
Right.
lend their money for these loans.
Yeah. They
And
want to
it's
give
just,
opportunities.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
These are great programs. They are easy to go through because it's not the super official conventional loan program. There's probably a little bit more wiggle room even on some of these guidelines and discussing with the lenders cases and circumstances and getting it through. That being said, it just because you would find yourself with an ITIN instead of a social security number, it should not make you feel like the only option you have is to rent and keep putting money to landlords.
Correct.
You can become a homeowner here in the United States and get all the benefits that come with that, including the price appreciation of homeownership, which
Right.
is
Build that equity.
build that equity. That's right. This is a tried and true path to building wealth in the USA. I'm a strong believer in it. At the same time, homeownership is not for everybody, Rocio.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of responsibility. There's maintenance, there's repairs, there's things about being a homeowner. There's no landlord to call and say, come fix this sink. It's not working. You have to fix it yourself or find somebody to fix it.
Correct. Correct.
That requires a level of responsibility.
Yeah. That's why it's good to have a discussion with us because we can go over their situation. Everybody's different. Or maybe that's just not for them. Like you said, not everybody's, going to want to own a house and have that responsibility.
Correct. And that being said, people are often also afraid of the burden of the hassle of homeownership. It is a lot easier to walk up to an apartment that you like and sign a few papers and move in a few days. And
Right.
the mortgage process and the legal process to homeownership can take a few weeks, and it can be a lot more paperwork. And it drives some people away in fear, but they shouldn't have that fear. It takes a little bit more. Here at my firm, where I work at Princeton Mortgage, we pride ourselves on making it as effortless as possible for the buyer. And I know that working with Rocio and her firm, that they are awesome too and super professional. If you were interested in an I-10 loan for becoming a homeowner and it is an affordable home for you, we will make it happen for you. We will get through all of the hurdles. We'll take care of the paperwork. It will actually go through smoothly. And you'll find yourself a homeowner enjoying the long-term security of a place to call home for years to come, a place to raise a family. It's really the American
Definitely.
dream.
Another one of the benefits of being a homeowner is generational wealth.
Absolutely.
It's not just like you're buying a home and that's it. You can go further than that. You can purchase investment properties.
Yeah.
You can, this is a property you're going to leave to your children too. So there's a lot of advantages to being
Yeah, and
a homeowner.
that's why the refi matters a lot too. You can refi these homes and these loans, and you can tap that equity if let's say you buy the house for 300,000, and then it just because the market improves, it's worth 400,000. You're going to be
Yeah,
able to borrow against the house for that extra 100 and use that to expand your business, to do whatever, buy an investment property.
exactly. Yeah.
Uh, it's definitely there. Or I'm not a big fan of people just taking their equity out to go spend it or to help living expenses.
Oh
I think
no, you have to pull it out so you can put it to produce, not
correct.
just to spend it because you're gonna owe it. You're gonna have to pay it back. It's not free
Right.
money.
Exactly. Right.
You want to
And the
make it work
goal,
for you.
right. And the ultimate goal, as you said, is generational wealth. You want to save, save and plan ahead for the very long term, not just for
Yeah,
yourself, for your retirement, but for your kids, their future, and your grandchildren, and know that you've laid a legacy for their success. Just not going through the process because of fear, because of being paralyzed, of being stopped in your tracks. Oh, I don't have the right social security number. I'm new. I don't know. Wasn't born in the USA. That shouldn't, none of those barriers are real. They're all just up here.
Exactly.
They are all
Exactly.
easily conquered in no time at all, but just talking to two regular local people here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I talked to Rocio and Adam Haller, and we will get you through those hurdles with, those are nothing to us. Those are just thin air. They're imaginary hurdles that we will help you with.
Exactly. We can all achieve that American dream of
That's right,
home
Rocio.
ownership, right?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
think we've covered the basics of the program.
Thank you so much, everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're going to have more of these of little seminars just to, give you some more information. But anyway, I'll put the information down below and you can reach out to us. So Rocio Rojas and Adam Haler.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Rocio. Have a great day.
You too.